The TVWan News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome to this edition of TVWan News. I'm Maricela Kelleton. Prime Minister James Marape has announced the establishment of a task force to look into the continuing rise in the price of goods and services, as well as the minimum wages for low-income earners. Prime Minister Marape, in his New Year's address to the nation, acknowledged the inflation levels and the hardships Papua New Guineans are facing and committed to get this task force to work at the earliest.
Prime Minister James Marape in his New Year message focused on certain measures the government is taking to ease the burden on daily living and seek ways to fix the country. He attested to the fact that the cost of living has risen, given the high inflation rates, leading to a rise in the price of goods and services and the weakening purchasing power of the kina. He attributed this to COVID-19 in the years 2021 and 2022, when the global inflation rate was at the highest, and said, like any other country in the world, PNG also rises and falls with these economic tides. His government, through the Treasury Department, introduced measures to cushion out this impact, including increasing the tax threshold to 20,000 kina for low-income earners and cancelling taxes on certain household items. However, Marape says he has realized that the government needs to do more and has now announced the establishment of a task force to be added by the Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso. The task force will look into the rise in the price of goods and services, as well as the minimum wages for low-income earners. He said the task force will be working with the Independent Consumer and Competition Commission, or ICCC, and is expected to recommend to the government workable solutions. He adds these solutions will be implemented forthwith. Ruth Rongola, TVWan News.
The Prime Minister also reiterated calls for the public service to improve their performance in the new year. Prime Minister Marape is expecting all departmental heads to run their departments with purpose and output in mind, and all staff to follow suit. He says 2024 must be the start of reforms to streamline the workforce into districts with the budget being fully implemented, saying people have suffered enough. He is therefore calling on public servants to put all their efforts into 2024 to bring change to the lives of people. Prime Minister Marape says the Kagwa-Arave in Southern Highlands, the district, must no longer be relegated to the status of a forgotten back-page district of Papua New Guinea. He made this call yesterday when launching the Kagwa-Arave 5-year development plan at Kagwa Station in Southern Highlands Province yesterday. He also launched vital road links projects for the district. Prime Minister James Marape on Thursday, December 28, launched a Kagwa-Arave 5-year development plan and inaugurated two crucial road projects under the government's flagship Connect PNG program, the upgrading and sealing of both Mukiri-Arave Road and Rindita-Kware Road. These vital roads play a pivotal role in connecting the region to the Gulf Southern Highlands Highway. PM Marape also presented 5 million kina to Kagwa-Arave district to initiate the plan. Commending Southern Highlands Governor William Powie for his visionary approach to the province's development, PM Marape also acknowledged the foresight of Kagwa-Arave MP Maina Pano in driving progress at the district level. The PM reminded the community of their status as a host district to the Gobe oil fields and the Gulf Southern Highlands Highway, describing the alternate route as a means to alleviate the burden on the Highlands Highway leading to Lae. In a plea for cooperation, he appealed to the people of Southern Highlands and Hela to respect the long-time traditional trading partners in Kikori, urging them not to disrupt their lifestyle with the completion of the highway. Prime Minister Marape concluded the event by spending the night in Kagwa, underlining his commitment to the region's development and growth. He is the first Prime Minister to spend the night in this district. 10,007 grade 12 students were selected recently to higher education institutions of their choice through online selection. These students are part of a cohort of 29,700 students, of which only 16,100 met the requirements stipulated by 55 higher institutions. Of the 16,000 that met the requirements, only 10,000 were selected to higher learning institutions, while 6,000 eligible students missed out on spaces at tertiary institutions. Acting Secretary for the Department of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Father Jan Schuba, explains why these 6,000 will be missing out on spaces. He says grade 12 students can achieve straight A's in the national examination results, but if their subject combinations do not match the program for the higher institution they have selected, they will miss out. Schuba says GPA is not the only criteria used. Subject combinations are a vital part in the selection process. He says the software is designed to start from the top students who matched with the right subject combinations. However, the online selection system allows for students who may not meet requirements for their first choice of institution to make amendments and choose another institution with criteria that meets their marks. Schuba says students also have a grace period of 4 days. The software highlights in red the choices that students can substitute. He says only a few students have made an effort to utilize their right to make these changes. Many have not, thus missing out altogether on a place in a higher institution. Furthermore, the acting secretary highlighted that in a recent visit by the DHEST Minister Don Pollier to various high schools and secondary schools, he had noted a significant drop in the standard of education, and this could be contributing to many students not meeting the criteria of tertiary institutions to secure a place in. The DHEST acting secretary stated further that academic levels have dropped. Evidence of this is the 6,155 spaces still available in tertiary level institutions. Minister Pollier stressed on the importance of improving the standard of education in the country, while assuring everyone that as minister responsible, he has done his part to secure the funding needed for the TESAs and HELP program for the next 8 years. Minister Pollier emphasized that the ministry's strategy to facilitate the entry of as many students as possible into universities or colleges, ensuring the delivery of quality education, and most importantly, supporting their success once enrolled. Furthermore, DHEST acting secretary and Minister Pollier says there is 100 million kina in funds for the Higher Education Loan Program or HELP. The project that aims to provide higher education students in the country with the opportunity to obtain a pre-fed loan. In addressing claims that some students could not access this assistance, Father Jan Juba says those students who claim they didn't get help didn't apply. The application for the program is electronic, and thus the acting secretary calls for transparency from those who are applying. Minister Pollier added that he has done his part to secure the funding needed for the TESAs and HELP programs for the next 8 years. Christmas celebrations in the National Capital District were peaceful this year, except for some minor crimes. National Capital District Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika commended city residents and called for this spirit to continue into the new year. He also commended the efforts of the police who patrolled the city and attended to the minor crimes and taking control of the situation.
According to Superintendent Sika, city residents celebrated Christmas peacefully, except for some locations that reported fights, but the police were there to keep the situation under control. Sika said traffic accidents were also reported around the city, with most of them attended to by the police. Police reported that the drivers involved in these accidents were under the influence of liquor. He said a suspected death was also reported at 9 Mile, which the police homicide team attended to, and an investigation is currently underway. Carjacking was also reported over the Christmas weekend, but police was quick to respond, resulted in the quick recovery of some of the vehicles. He said the police operations that started on Friday, 22nd December 2023, will continue to New Year, which police will be present not only on the land but also on the sea. Therefore, Sika urged people in the city to behave during the New Year celebrations because in previous years there had been reports of deaths during the New Year celebrations. Tracy Pa, TVWan News.
This is TVWan News. After the break, 4 arrested in Central Province and PNG and USA strengthen relationships. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Harem talk young or roll a scale rice family meal with talk. Will bring out the smiles cause it's a favorite by miles. Seni sigola scale rice low scale price. Seni sigola scale rice low scale price. But you like him?
Papua New Guinea. We love a reason for a family gathering. A reason to play. A reason to ignite the flame. A reason to cook the best with the best. Flame Oil, now PNG made for PNG cooking. Flame Oil, winning taste.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up and big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
Ton, hino ton.
Uririwon boko.
If you can't stop thinking about the Hino range of trucks, then you better drive one today. Hino. Tonton.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bunyamyumi.
Get ready for a mouth-watering dive into the wild with Mike Robinson.
Look at that!
Good job.
Ow!
It's the ultimate catch and cook.
I have noticed that you have not gutted it.
I tend not to gut it.
There's so much flavour.
That's stunning, to be fair.
You know, we're enacting what our ancestors did. It's in our DNA to do this.
Fishing the wild. Streaming now on Outdoor.
Welcome back. Police in Central Province have captured a 19-year-old boy and 3 men who were allegedly involved in a robbery in Kemabolo Village, Rigo District, Central Province on Christmas Eve. The 4 were apprehended and charged for offences committed, while others are still on the run.
It was alleged that a robbery occurred between 11 p.m. and 12 midnight along the Magi Highway on December 23, 2023. According to police report, the suspects were armed with firearms and held up a vehicle that was driving along the Magi Highway to Kemabolo village and robbed the properties of the passengers. The police officers on duty for the festive season were notified, and a quick response led to the identification of the suspects. 4 of the suspects, including the teenager, were apprehended and charged for offense committed, while the others are still on the run. Central Provincial Police Commander Acting Superintendent Laimo Asi condemned the actions of the suspects. PPC Laimo again reminded the people of Central Province of the festive season police operation that was launched at the Kwikila station and reiterated that they will work to protect the citizens and business houses in Central Province and will not tolerate criminal behavior. Therefore, the PPC further urged the people in the village to assist police with relevant information that will lead to the arrest of the other suspects whom are still on the run. Tracy Pa, TVWan News.
28 individuals from the Manos Training Center have successfully completed technical and skills training programs facilitated by the Australia Pacific Training Coalition, or APTC. From the 28, 19 students have been awarded internationally recognized Certificate 2 in construction, while 9 MTC staff members have achieved the International Skill Training TVET Trainer and Assessor certificates. This accomplishment has already transferred into tangible success, with 9 graduates securing employment immediately. The positive impact extends beyond these individuals, as the 28 graduates contribute to over 100 Manusians who have graduated from APTC courses since 2007. President of the PNG Chamber of Resources and Energy, or CORE, Anthony Smare, has extended his gratitude to over 1,000 attendees of the 17th PNG Resources and Energy Investment Conference, hosted from December 10 to 13 in Sydney at the International Convention Centre. The conference was attended by project developers, investors, potential investors, and PNG's political leaders and state agencies.
The 17th PNG Resources and Energy Investment Conference, hosted at the Sydney International Convention Centre from December 10th to 13th, attracted over 1,000 attendees from the PNG and Australian governments, project developers in PNG, investors, global financial institutions, and state agencies. The conference was hosted by the industry body representing the mineral resources and energy industries in PNG, the recently renamed PNG Chamber of Resources and Energy. It was formerly known as the PNG Chamber of Mines and Petroleum. With the recent conclusion of the PNG's premier investment conference and exhibition, Chamber President Anthony Smare extended his gratitude to those who had attended.
We appreciate your attendance at this conference to help promote investment in PNG and to discuss and share opportunities to collaborate to advance our mutual interests with the ultimate aim of moving our country forward, both economically and socially. So this is PNG's major investment conference. Its purpose is to promote PNG as an investment destination, particularly in the resources and energy sector, which accounts for around 90% of the country's exports. PNG Core works very closely with the national government, particularly in the last few years with Prime Minister Marape's government, in using the conference and the exhibition to promote the government agenda and government policies, the investment opportunities and opportunities for trade in PNG with PNG companies and with PNG projects, and generally to promote Papua New Guinea's attractiveness as an investment destination.
Smara further explained that the conference is traditionally held in Sydney, primarily because of the ease of access of the international attendees and investors to travel to Sydney, compared to traveling to Port Moresby or other locations. It's also due to the historical significance of Australia as an important source of investment into PNG. Apart from successfully attracting and promoting investment opportunities, a significant amount of business is also conducted on the margins of the conference. For instance, this year, on the sideline of the conference, the Mineral Resources Development Corporation and an ExxonMobil subsidiary signed a jet fuel technical service agreement. This agreement will help to increase the reliability of jet fuel supply in PNG. Additionally, a new joint venture company called Hebamo Transport was created on Tuesday, December 12th, to focus specifically on logistics support to the resource industry. This came into fruition following the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between landowner company, Laba Holdings Limited, and Steamships Trading Company Limited. Rex Litter, TVWan News.
Australia is working with Papua New Guinea to improve access to reliable renewable energy solutions to help Papua New Guinea meet its electrification needs. Through repairs to the Ramu-1 hydropower station in Kainantu, Eastern Highlands Province, up to 17 megawatts of generation capacity has been made available for the Ramu grid, enabling more reliable power in major centers in Madang, Morobe and the Highlands region. On the Port Moresby grid, Australia is providing new capacitor banks and transformers at major substations to help stabilize power supply and reduce power outages. Refurbishment works to the Rona hydropower stations in Tugeri, Central Province, have been completed to improve reliability and generation capacity on the grid, with further improvements expected in early 2024. The Wisconsin National Guard strengthened its growing relationship with Papua New Guinea throughout 2023 through the National Guard State Partnership Program to share best practices for security support to civilian authorities and emergency management, among others. Papua New Guinea joins 94 other nations from around the globe in this program. National Guard units from the different states in the United States collaborate with partner nations on military and civil affairs, including disaster response, under the National Guard Bureau's State Partnership Program. Major General Paul Knapp of the Wisconsin National Guard said 2023 was an important year for the relationship with Papua New Guinea. USA actively collaborated on military mobility, information exchanges, and military-to-military engagements in both Wisconsin and PNG. Major General Mark Goyna of the Papua New Guinea Defense Force said PNGDF was proud to be part of this program and to contribute to regional and international peace and stability. Highlights of the relationship in 2023 include subject matter exchanges of medical, senior NCO, legal, disaster response, and Tamiok Strike 2023, among many others. The State Partnership Program between WNG and PNG is a dynamic and ongoing process that involves strategic planning, flexibility, and a commitment to addressing the evolving changes in the international security arena. And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2683 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2608 $0.3787 Australian dollars, $0.2280 euro, and 36.48 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, all closed lower except coffee closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. You're watching TVWan News. We'll have news from abroad when we return. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young plana lapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Hi, with the help of Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner, with these 3 quick and easy tips, I'm going to show you that more natural, beautiful hair is achievable. Step 1, massage your scalp during washing with shampoo. Step 2, apply conditioner to the tips of your hair. Step 3, gently towel dry your hair. There you have it. For natural, beautiful hair, use Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner. Have a great hair day.
Strong like you, smart like me. I hope they don't break. Now surely look his son. This is Relaxo. Strong plus shred. Should I try them on you?
No, please. I'll take them.
Relaxo. Very strong, lasts long.
Hello, WWE Universe. This is WWE superstar Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. I'm here to set it all on fire. Watch WWE on Digicel TV.
Well, he has some serious wheels, Alex Semenov.
It's a strong way to finish, a strong way to keep France alive in this tie.
There's an area called Blood Mountain. The pilots know where to drop our load. We just go get it.
Where's the duffel?
The bear ate most of it.
What?
A bear did cocaine.
Let's see what kind of effect that has on it.
What's wrong with that bear?
Higher, baby, and don't never come down.
Cocaine Bear premieres Saturday, December 30th, 10 p.m. on HBO.
Welcome back. In news overseas, emergency crews have arrived from interstate to help with the cleanup after deadly Christmas storm struck Queensland. But thousands of homes in the southeast remain without power and water as the level of devastation becomes clear.
The heartbreaking aftermath after Christmas storms lashed the southeast. The carnage has become clear. Family homes reduced to rubble at the peak of the holiday season.
It's unbelievable.
Jack Chameleon and his partner in Tambourine Mountain barely made it out moments before a tree cut their home in half.
I can hear the lightning and all of the storm sort of noises you hear, and all of a sudden I heard a couple of cracks, and then I said, get out of here, and we just ran.
Richard's house was splintered after gum trees demolished his living room.
If we had spent Christmas at home, which was on the cards for a while, then yeah, we wouldn't have survived.
The mammoth cleanup continues, with the recovery now estimated to take weeks, not days.
The devastation, the lack of access to roads, the lack of access to get to properties, it's just been overwhelming for everyone.
With no reticulated water supply, the community of Tambourine Mountain relies on tanks and pumps to supply their homes. That means if you don't have a generator, there's no running water, so now it's being shipped in by the truckload. More than 40,000 customers across the region were without power today as crews struggled in the elements.
By the end of the 31st of December this year, we aim to have 90%
of power resupplied.
The southeast is expected to swelter through heatwave conditions before the weekend.
Certainly Brisbane, the Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast could be at risk to further severe storms and even some potentially isolated but very dangerous thunderstorms to come this weekend.
And with more intense weather on the horizon, the outlook of a swift recovery is grim.
The U.S. Treasury, through the Office of Foreign Assets Control, has imposed sanctions on 1 individual and 3 entities facilitating Iranian financial aid to Houthi forces in Yemen. This move aims to disrupt the flow of funds supporting the Iranian-backed Houthi rebels' attacks on international shipping in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. The sanctions block access to U.S. property and bank accounts and prevent the targeted people and companies from doing business with Americans. Thursday's action is the latest round of financial penalties meant to punish the Houthis. Earlier this month, the U.S. announced sanctions against 13 people and firms alleged to be providing tens of millions of dollars from the sale of shipment of Iranian commodities to the Houthis in Yemen. The number of assaults reported at aged care homes in New South Wales have risen to the highest level in a decade. Police are recording more than 2 a day on average across the state.
According to the latest crime statistics, police recorded more than 900 assaults at aged care homes in the last financial year. That's almost triple the number of assaults recorded a decade earlier.
It's possible that it reflects an increase in the incidence of violent behaviour occurring at aged care premises in New South Wales. However, it also could be a willingness of carers, providers or victims themselves to be reporting assaults to police.
The biggest jump was in April 2021 when the government brought in new rules which require care providers to report all incidents of a criminal nature to police.
If the reporting was the same, I'd say there's still probably been an increase.
Professor Brian Draper from the University of New South Wales says the actual number of assaults in facilities has likely risen because people with lower care needs are increasingly being managed at home.
That means that within the residential aged care sector, we've got a greater concentration of those who have the highest level of needs.
Police won't say how often they attend aged care homes, but figures obtained by the ABC under Freedom of Information laws show more than 4,500 police incidents were recorded at such facilities last financial year. That's roughly 12 incidents a day across the state. Police say while they don't run training specifically for dealing with dementia patients, they're rolling out training focusing on the rights of the elderly.
As the cost crunch carries on, savvy shoppers are searching for a bargain, and the circular economy, which champions cutting waste and reducing carbon emissions, is tapping into growing demand.
The couch is getting a new lease on life.
Replacing the cover rather than creating a whole new sofa, it's an 84% reduction in carbon, which is fantastic.
The Australian furniture company wants to cut its emissions and reduce landfill, so it's launched a buyback program to update and resell its goods and is about to start a subscription service too.
The ownership never actually passes to the user of the items. We retain ownership, which means we're sort of incentivised, I guess, to create really high quality products that last a long time.
Creating a circular economy where the same goods continue to be bought and sold is gaining in popularity. And it's not just about environmental concerns.
The rising cost of living is driving people to the second-hand market. And I guess the question is, will the second-hand market continue after the cost of living crisis is over? Everything is indicating that the market will continue to grow.
82% of Australian consumers are changing their spending habits, with 26% saying they're buying more second-hand goods. And it's not just here. Globally, fashion circular business models were worth $70 billion in 2019 and are tipped to increase tenfold by 2030, making up almost a quarter of the entire fashion market. This outdoor and sports store gives credit to people who bring in old items.
It's a more accessible way of Australians to be able to continue doing sport, no matter the inflation crisis at the moment.
What's old is new again in an ever-changing retail environment.
An unlikely new program is assisting Australian servicemen and women to combat post-traumatic stress disorder. Learning to dance is helping them step up to better mental health.
Including a tour of Afghanistan, James Wilfred Darby returned to life as a civilian. Like many others, he found it difficult to adjust.
Having been medically discharged was just a heavy weight on me that I struggled with for quite some time.
When the 41-year-old sought help in dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder, his psychologist handed him a flyer for a new program combining movement, balance and creativity.
And I picked it up and was having a look at it and I was like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. And I've never done any sort of even dance in my life, so I was like, this is just, I'm going to be hopeless at it.
Despite his doubts, he decided to give the Ballet for Veterans program a whirl.
And after the first lesson and meeting everybody here, I was hooked. It was great.
The former combat engineer was one of 12 to take part in the program. It's a research project between Queensland University of Technology, the Australian Defence Force and Queensland Ballet. And results from the 12-week pilot far exceeded all expectations.
Particularly in the psychological domain, where certainly we saw terrific improvements or reported improvements amongst all the participants.
The idea is to get up.
While it may seem like an unlikely pairing, the history of ballet is steeped in military tradition.
Yeah, look, the military and the creation of ballet, ancient bedfellows.
For this veteran, ballet has been life-changing.
It's just given me overall confidence in my life, and I feel happy with things.
So much so, he's determined to work on his new craft.
Yeah, he's improved heaps. He can jump, he can pirouette, all the boutique steps he's mastered.
Lieutenant Colonel Ma's research is in the process of a final examination. It's hoped the results will generate increased funding so that the dance can go on.
And that ends this news segment. Over to you, Rex.
Thank you, Maricela. You're watching TVWan News. In sports, PNG Games deferred again and 2023 Ipatas Cup.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier by you like you more. For tasty and a delicious meal choice for your enjoyment, Prima is the name you can trust. For guaranteed meal satisfaction during special occasions or that daily meal, Prima is the name you can trust. Yes, it is. Safe to eat, quality assured, and undoubtedly satisfying. Available at your nearest wholesales or supermarket stores. Prima always tastes great.
Get ready for more! Digicell's new Big Plus Supersize Data Plans. Now with more options, more plans, and more time. Choose from our daily plans, now valid for 24 hours, weekly plans, or even a monthly plan from our suite of Big Plus Supersize Data Plans. All with more data and starting from as low as 1 kina. Yes, you heard right. What's up, that's all? Yes, yeah! Only Digicell's Big Plus Supersize Data Plans gives you more. Activate today on My Digicell app or dial *675# only with Digicell.
Back to Smith and Smith to Dobrat and Dobrat not friendly.
Oh, interception! There it is, Irene he's going to go all the way. No one's going to stop him. Perfectly spotted, perfectly passed.
This December, discover new frontiers in health, freedom and cultural transformation. Embark on a journey across Asia with dedicated doctors delivering healthcare to the unreachable, leading the fight for better health.
How are you?
Organisations and businesses are leveraging on behavioural sciences to influence us. How can we seize control using similar techniques? Travel back to Singapore's swinging 60s and the age of cultural revolution and unravel the untold stories of three extraordinary women who reshaped the city's pop culture. This December on CNA, Understand Asia.
Hi and welcome to Adventure All Stars, the travel show with a difference. Every episode features authentic cast members travelling to secret locations. They don't know where they're going or what they'll be doing as they uncover the best and most exciting experiences on the planet. Prior to filming, the stars of today's show raise vital funds for their nominated charity, and their reward is the trip of a lifetime.
Everything about this trip has changed my life.
It's really hard to put it into words. It actually gets me quite emotional.
You just have to trust that everybody has your back. You will have the best time of your life. Everybody should do this.
Real people, real emotion, real adventure. This is Adventure All Stars.
Thanks for staying with us. In sports, the much anticipated 8th PNG Games that was supposed to be played in Port Moresby from January 10th to 20th has now been deferred to September 2024 and will be hosted in Mendi, Southern Highlands Province. According to the PNG Games Council, the Prime Minister James Marape announced this change in Kagwa yesterday while launching the district's 5-year development plan. Following the conclusion of the 7th PNG Games in Kime in 2017, Southern Highlands won the bid to host the 2019 PNG Games. Millions of kina were pumped into establishing games venues in the province, but games were not delivered to date. Surprisingly, the games have now been moved to the same province that failed to deliver back in 2019. The PNG Games Council says the Prime Minister and the members in Southern Highlands Province have agreed to play host through a consensus. The 2023 NGCB Ipatas Cup started yesterday in Lae and Goroka respectively. The tournament has once again assembled young men in the main centres of the Highlands provinces, including Morobe, to vie for the grand prize. The Eastern Highlands and Morobe challengers kicked off their games with some exciting matches. The Eastern Highlands Challenge hosted its matches at the Sir Denny Lae Oval yesterday, with 8 teams participating, and matches were played as scheduled. It was a close-up match for some teams, but for others, they are looking to bounce back strong in their round 2 matches. In the opening match of the challenge, New Direction Ravens defeated Goreku Cowboys 22 points to 12. The next match saw Gama Gosia holding off Wikauma Pukpuks 24 points to 16 in a compelling victory. The third match, a close one, but Lisapeka Bulldogs came out on top, defeating Yomba Siviri 14 points to 10. And in the final match of the day, Lapun Olix Falcons proved too strong for Mambu Roots with a 16 points to 10 win. The round 2 matches continued today. In Lae, the first day matches at the Lae Rugby League Oval saw Beyond Dogs convincingly defeated Ahi Warriors 42 points to 0 in a one-sided affair, while Morobe Pride took down Blue Healers in a 26 points to 14 victory. In other matches, 14B Pirates belted Morobe Country with a 2 points win, 14-12, before 1134 Spartans defeated City Kinsmen in the final match of the day. Their round 2 games also continued today. Meanwhile, Jiwaka Challenge also started today, with 6 teams are scheduled to play over the course of 2 days, today and tomorrow. That's all we have in sports. Over to you, Marisila.
Thanks, Rex. Up next is the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Port Moresby, partly cloudy with possible showers and thunderstorms. Homase, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Ley and Vanimo, partly cloudy with few showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain. Kokopo, Rabaul, Kimbe and Buka, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Highlands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain. All centers, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Solomon Sea, seas light with southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. Waters of Samaria Island to Cape Bogle to eastern and western Millie Bay Islands. Pinchafan through BTS Dampier Strait to CSC Long Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. And that brings us to the end of this edition of TVWan News. Have a pleasant evening. Bye for now.
The TVWan News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.